star sophomore Rosenberg in the backcourt. Joseph and Bishop make up that forward pairing, and it's big Bobby Andrews getting the start at center.
Well, it's been a good start for the season for the Eagles. You can see their confidence grow with each win they notch.
The win helps, but this team knows they have a great roster with the addition of Junior. He's made everyone else better around him, especially with the attention he commands. The body language of this team is completely different than last year. And hey, Lack takes the shot when you give it to him. The D has to respect his mid-range J.
Outside Lee, pass to Andrews. And a foul called on Junior. That's his first foul. Now here's Andrews, over to the wing, and it's out of bounds to the Foxes as Renfield retains possession.
Ooh, and a dangerous pass that almost turned into a steal.
It would have been a great defensive play. Can't fault the effort.
First quarter of play and about a minute and a half gone by. And while every game hasn't been smooth sailing for Newark, one thing you can see from this team is they are improving each game.
And Joe, that's a big credit to both Coach Bishop as well as the senior leadership on Newark. It's been a special year for this group in large part to their hard work.
Pass to Rosenberg. And it's rejected.
On defense, Sheffield's energy is one of a kind, and it gives him an edge. He outplays the shooter and is able to smother his shot attempt.
They're in a terrific groove.
And credit it to their outstanding passing, putting a ton of pressure on the defense.
Outside Lee. Back to Andrews. Here in the first, with just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The shot by Bishop, no good. With plenty of space, and the Eagles tack on 2 more.
And no doubt about it, folks, this is exactly the way they wanted to start the game.
Well, they've been doing it on both ends, converting chances and challenging shooters.
Ben Bishop, he's doubled. Out to the left wing. Lee, three-pointer from Rosenberg. It's hauled in by KJ Day. From deep. Offensive board. Marceda, good.
The Eagles need this from Marceda at center, fighting hard to win boards and finish the play strong.
And with Renfield, they care quite a bit about their athletics. Tons of money from donations have found their way to the school. They have a lot to show for it.
Renfield calls timeout. And with Renfield from the gym to their uniforms, you can usually count on everything being state-of-the-art.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Who wouldn't want to play here? It feels like a country club. And as a result, a lot of potential standout athletes will try and get into Renfield's district just because of how nice the facilities are.
Marceda with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. That one falls.
They're turning the game into a straight-up race, sprinting out for easy fast break baskets.
Going on a nice offensive run here, and defensively, you've got to force them to operate in the half court. This won't get it done.
Pass to Andrews. Rosenberg. Outside Lee. Outside Bishop. Gregory outside. Now Bishop. Andrews. He's covered by Sheffield. Shot's good by Gregory.
Here's Andrews making a shrewd feed to the wide open man. He's been well coached to know when to give it away.
And here's Junior outside. Good, and the assist goes to KJ Day.
And it seems like every time they get a score, it comes off a great pass.
Well, Drake, they've done a great job of moving the ball around and not letting the offense get stagnant.
And Renfield, one of the nicer schools in the area, their community puts a lot of time and effort into the school, and the results are easy to see.
Well, it's one of the more affluent areas in the state, and everybody knows it. Still, it's always nice to see a community rally around their high school and give them the resources they need.
Here are the Eagles now. There's a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Marceda. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Their offense has been on an absolute tear. They're simply overpowering the opposition and taking this game right now.
100%. We'll see if they can manage to keep this up. Not just a shooter, Rosenberg scans the court and spots the open teammates.
Newark East dictating the flow. And he slams it down. And Day with the lay-in.
And this can be a difficult shot, but he pulls it off with ease.
Now Lee. Outside, Bishop. Connor Rosenberg on the wing. No good there with the triple. For three, James Marceda. And oh, he knocked it down for the buzzer beater.
He ends the quarter with a money three as the buzzer sounds.
They knew exactly what they wanted to do there, and the timing couldn't have been better.
And that's it for the first quarter. It's been a very lopsided game. Eagles out in front, open. Welcome back, everyone. More high school sports coverage on the way as the second quarter gets started. Enfield with the ball. And while Coach Bishop did play ball himself in high school, he wasn't a standout athlete.
I remember hearing about him playing, very much of a game manager type of guard. Coach didn't try to do too much with him.
Substitution on the court.
Closing in now on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. On the wing, Junior. Good, and the assist goes to KJ Day.
That's a shot Junior feels comfortable taking. The D has got to chase him off this line.
Swing to Madison. Rosenberg. Sheffield with the rebound.
They're having their way.
In rebounds and on the scoreboard, piling up the numbers.
Got that one up quick.
They're just not doing enough to deny the three-point shot.
Yeah, Danny, and until they switch up their defensive scheme, that shot will continue to hurt them.
Gregory with it. Back to Lee. Pass to Gregory. Madison. He's covered by Mason. Now here's Lee. Not a lot of room. Here's Madison. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. From deep three-point range, Foxes with the board.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you just want to test your range and pull up on any given night.
Hey, if it was science class, you'd look at the hypothesis that led to the taking of that shot and see that it's been debunked.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
4-15 foul. Shooting for the Foxes.
Take a break. Take a break.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Both fall at the line that time.
Even though they're trailing, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
Yeah, staying aggressive, not settling.
Second chance shot, and Day finishes inside.
The team captain Day, setting a strong example for his squad. He chases any opportunity to keep this play alive.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Eagles running away with this one. And we'll return after halftime to bring you the start of the third. And the second half getting started. Brentfield playing host to Newark East here on Garden State IAA Sports. And it's the Eagles with the ball. They lead by their biggest margin of the game at 25. And with Rosenberg, you have to be careful of his shot. He owns a very quick and deadly release.
His shooting motion, though, it just looks so easy, doesn't it? One of the best shooters in the state, and it's hard to believe that he's just a sophomore.
Shot's good by Gregory.
Oh, the accuracy, just special. Puts the ball where only his teammate can get it.
From deep. But they recover it. Outside, Black. Junior from deep three-point range. Down low. Shot's good by Gregory.
The Fox's Ben Bishop with a smooth pass, showing some great court awareness and finding the opening.
Sheffield outside. Back to Junior. Fires for three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Oh, they're wreaking havoc on him with a three-point shot.
Even when they've gotten a hand up, it just hasn't mattered. The defense unable to stop them.
Left side Lee. Gregory. Junior with the block.
On defense, Junior can get very tenacious. Here he manages to completely shut the shooter down with a big block.
Eagles now on D.
And the center for this team, Robert Andrews, who his teammates call Big Bobby Andrews, is a looming presence for them in the paint.
And even though he's a high schooler, a lot of fans will describe Andrews as having old man strength. He's just very difficult to move or get an edge on with his deceptive brawn.
At the line for two.
And he makes the first. Both shots are good from the stripe. Third quarter of basketball, we're about a minute and a half in. Ben Bishop, he's doubled. Shot's good by Gregory.
3 of 4 shooting, starting the second half on the right foot.
Here's Junior. Again, Newark East.
The quick trigger on Junior tells you what kind of confidence he has. Not afraid to let it fly at any time.
Outside Lee. Pass to Andrews. Now Gregory. Count that one, shooting a scorching 86%, 7 of 8 on the night.
I'd like to paint a picture here because his shooting chart is beautiful. Lots of good shots all around the floor.
And what a huge lead the Eagles have opened up here on the Foxes. I'm not sure many expected this kind of score.
It just goes to show the confidence and swagger that Newark has been playing with so far this season. They look to be a team on a mission. Super solid read by Lee. Spots the open man, instantly sends the pass in for an easy assist.
And that's good for Junior.
Seems like they're sinking every three they put up.
The defense hasn't been able to run them off at the line. That's a big problem.
Gregory, that's good, and Rosenberg gets the assist.
They're beginning to crumble defensively, especially around the basket.
Guys, they've now given up 4 straight field goals in the paint.
Returns today. Black. Junior, guarded by Gregory, and that's good for Junior.
Their last 2 buckets coming from long range.
And defensively, you got to stay attached on the perimeter.
To the middle. Gregory can't get it to go.
I like how forceful they've been on the glass, really getting after it.
They just look hungrier and more aggressive. The other team looks overmatched.
Back to Junior. Black, pass to Day. Junior with it. From deep. But they get it back. Now here's Sheffield. Back to Junior from deep three-point range. And here's Lack for 3. Knocks down the long J.
And with Junior, it's easy to see the natural athletic ability that he possesses. He was a great football player, and that fluidity translates to the hardwood well for him.
Lee, guarded by Day. Back to Lee. Pass to Gregory. Now Lee. Marcedo with the steal. It's Jonathan Lack with the drive.
And how about the dime from the big man, Marcedo, doing a great job finding his teammate.
1 second separates the shot clock and the game clock here. Shot's good by Gregory.
And now that's 10 points in a row that have come right at their front door.
Hey, they're just getting handled down there. Have to toughen up. Make a stand.
Outside, Lack. Back to Junior. For three. That's in, coming off a nice assist from Jonathan Lack.
Well, Danny, it's pretty obvious what they discussed at halftime.
Everything offensively has been perimeter oriented.
Pass to Bishop. Robert Andrews for three. No good. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been pretty one-sided so far. Eagles out in front, running away with it. Don't move a muscle. We'll be back right after this.
If you have a love,
Well, the fourth quarter getting going here. Great matchup. Both teams changing it up here.
Well, he's already the star of this team, and he's only a sophomore. Connor Rosenberg expected to do big things for the Foxes this year and the next two after.
Madison at the line.
Just over 2.5 minutes now played here in the final quarter of regulation. And for Rosenberg, the shooting is his trademark, but he's also got a good amount of burst with the ball in his hands.
It gives you everything you ask for from a wing player. It's a long ways away, but Rosenberg seems destined to play college ball at a big-name school.
Now here's Junior, defended by Joseph. Returns it to Kennedy. Pass to Junior. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Renfield ball. Checking in for your Foxes. Ben Bishop. Zane Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Pass to Joseph, trying his luck from deep. Rebounded by Indra. And Junior, as many of you know, is the son of Duke, one of the largest figures in Newark hoops history.
And I don't know why Junior waited so long to get into the game of basketball, but I bet his father would be elated now that he's on the floor. Duke was a legend in the area, and Junior would be lucky to have that same kind of impact.
Defense has no chance to deny Joseph's slam. What an assertive play by the Renfield sophomore. The defensive effort wasn't there, and as a result, buries it.
Now here's Grace. Defense right there. Again, the miss from Dustin Joseph. Kennedy with it. Now guarded by Grace. And out of bounds, the Foxes will take it.
Foxes ball.
The Eagles making a switch here.
Checking in for your Foxes. Robert Andrews. David Gregory. Zane.
And with the final whistle sounding, that'll do it for us. Eagles getting a big win here in Redfield as their season of surprise continues.
And once again, you can see the impact that Junior has had on the court tonight. This game was a great example of just how different this team is with him in the lineup.
And Rosenberg did just about everything he could to make this game as tough as possible. But Newark East got the better of them. They're looking like one of the tougher teams in the division now.
Indeed they are, and that'll do it for our broadcast. On behalf of Drake and Danny, I'm Joe Lamy. Thanks for tuning in to our presentation of Garden State IAA basketball.
Hey, easy now.
It's okay, Coach. It felt fine when I was playing. Just tweaked it at the end there.
It's good you checked out all the same, yeah?